Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing. Drift cam number 4. Let's see how long this one lasts, shall we? What is up, YouTube? How are we doing? It has been a minute, and I'll get into that in just a second. But first of all, thank you for stumbling across. I think I've sounded a bit muffled. Thank you for stumbling across my little corner of the internet and discovering the channel, especially when there hasn't been anything on it in a while. I really appreciate it. But yeah, thank you for the likes, the comments, the subscribes, and if this is your first time here, as I said, thank you very much for stumbling across the channel. Yeah, it has definitely been a while. I think it's 4 weeks since my last upload. Strangely not 4 weeks since I recorded a video, but it is as if a number of things have conspired to keep my terrible content off the internet. And I'm sure we've had these discussions before, and I hate having to. I like to be open and honest and stuff like that, but you know, it does feel like I'm making excuses. But yeah, anyone who follows me on Instagram, socials are on the screen now, if you want to. Oh, there's the old coronavirus tent for the new testing station that's opened up here in Birmingham as we're going back into lockdown. It seems to a degree we are. But yeah, so if you follow me on the socials, you may have seen I've had a bit of a nightmare. I was out recording about 4 weeks ago, just after I'd put up the most recent video on the channel, and I was actually trying to re-record a couple of other videos that I'd made, and I recorded one. And then I went ahead and I recorded another. I did 2 in one run out. I was having a nice ride around after I'd finished work for the day. And basically, I pulled over and noticed that my drift camera had gone off. And I was like, okay, the battery must be dead. I thought it was about due a charge, and the battery must have been dead. So not a problem. Just means I've lost a video, that a bit of recording, probably about 20 minutes worth, if that. But it wasn't the end of the world. I was a bit disappointed because, you know, I generally felt it was one of the rare occasions where I'd recorded a video and I was really happy with how it, came out and what have you. But, battery's dead, these things happen. Took it home, plugged it into my computer, nothing happened. Now usually, when you plug in the Drift Ghost X into the computer, it lights up, like it'll come up red when it's green. Comes up red. I think it comes up red when it's charging, actually, as well, like it just makes recording. And yeah, nothing happened at all. And I was like, okay, that might be just because it's completely and utterly dead. Leave it a bit to charge, and then obviously it'll go through the cycles. Left it a bit longer. Absolutely nothing happened. Left it overnight. Again, nothing, and I was like, okay, this isn't looking good. I checked the footage on it. It had actually recorded, and I'd cut off about 10 minutes before I'd noticed before I pulled over and noticed that the battery was dead. But I could not get the camera to come back to life, no matter what I did. I tried pressing the reset button, everything. Nothing could get it to come back on. So I was like, okay. So I thought, I've got a contact at Drift, because I've had a few problems with Drift. This camera I'm using now is a different camera, spoiler to the story. It's actually my 4th now, so I've been in contact with Drift a few times. So I went back to him and he was like, okay, let me have a look, see what options I've got and what we can do. But, it was over the weekend. He didn't come back to me because, it being the weekend and all. So basically, I made the decision to go back to the retailer I bought it from. So I bought this one from JNS who are here in Birmingham. You know, got quite a big store. I'd heard really good things about them. Took the you know, got in touch, had a look on their website. They were like, yeah, you can take it back. Now I specifically remember I bought my most recent camera, well, not my most recent, but the camera in question from JNS, because I'd had so many problems with them previously. So I said to JNS, when I bought it, I said, look, if there's any problems, can I bring it back? You know, because I've had problems with it before. I'm a bit wary about buying another one, so I want to. If I buy one, I want to be able to bring it back and exchange it, because I bought all the others from Amazon, and Amazon are great for returns and stuff when things go wrong, but it takes ages. You know, you're looking at about a week, or the last 2 occasions I'd had to have a refund, which took a couple of days to process. Return the item. They were really good the second time, actually. They gave me the refund before I did the return. You know. But then you have to reorder, and then because the drift cam was never in stock direct from Amazon, it was always from someone else, so it'd take a couple of days to arrive. So I wanted to eliminate that because I was in a good flow of recording videos and everything. So I remember saying the JNS, like, can I bring it back and exchange it if anything goes wrong? I don't want to be messing around. And they were like, yeah, anything goes wrong, as long as it's in 12 months, bring it back, we'll swap it. No, took it back to JNS, dealt with what cost to be the most rude customer service assistant I've ever dealt with in my life, who called me a liar. And I was just like, look, whatever your procedure is, I've got to do it. You know, the camera's definitely broken. And yeah, basically their rule is they have the right to send it off for repair. They don't have to replace it if they don't want to. Yeah, and the guy was just really, really rude. And funny enough, it was the same guy who had bought it off, because they only have a handful of stuff. So yeah, long story short, sent it back to them. 2.5, 3 weeks later, they told me I could get a new one. They come back and like, yep, they agree it's broken, you can have a new one. So yeah, picked it up, got it back now, and everything. Now the reason, you might be asking yourself, so because if you went out filming and you had some footage before your camera broke, why haven't you put any videos up? Okay, we understand we haven't recorded anything and there might be a little bit of a gap. But why haven't you actually put anything up from the footage you've told us that you recorded? Simple answer to that is, my computer broke. Yeah, not having any luck whatsoever. Literally about a couple of days after my camera died, my computer started randomly turning itself off constantly. It seems that it can't, so I generally just use it for playing Football Manager and editing my videos. It turns out that it couldn't do that. I couldn't even watch like YouTube videos on it. Every time you tried to do something with it, it just literally what it would have been a traditional blue screen death, but it literally beeped and shut down. So yeah, and my laptop that I used to use to edit struggles a bit, so I couldn't really use that either. I was having some difficulty with that. So I basically went and bought a brand new PC, which was only lucky because I'd found a new job, basically, that I was able to do that. You know, I was fortunate to be in a decent position, and the wife was happy for me to go and buy a new PC, which is extremely. I am extremely lucky for, considering we've had some drastic changes in our finances recently with me changing job and her situation. So yeah, I ordered a new PC. That PC finally turned up yesterday. It's taken some fighting with that as well to get that up and running, but I finally got it all back up and running. So as of today, which is the Sunday, the 13th of September, I'm back in a position where I can hopefully edit. You know, the computer's had a few teething problems, so hopefully I can edit and get some videos out. But before I put any other footage up from that was recorded before, I just thought I'd put this video up as a little bit of an explanation and have a bit of a moan about JNS and the service they gave me, and the fact that I've had another drift camera die on me. It's a shame, really. They are great cameras, and I don't want to switch to a GoPro. So that's why I was stuck with the Drift Ghost X. Yeah, I think if they'd offered me a refund, I might have taken it and got something different, but because I got a replacement, I'm going to stick with it, because I say it's a really easy, good quality camera. They just seem to die. So yeah, Also, I was in a video just after my camera died and before my computer died. I was fortunate enough to be involved in asked to do a review of my bike, which I was in the process of filming when my camera died, weirdly enough. So yeah, I did a video with Steep Riders. I'll put the link in the description below. Go check that out if you want. You get to see me without my helmet on, and weirdly, they say the camera adds about £10. I swear there was only one camera there, but Jesus Christ, I look like a right fat fucker. Oh yeah, don't mind me, mate. Oh, it's like I'm invisible. I am a fat fucker, so you should have been able to see me. So yeah, so go check that out. Check out their channel. They've got a few reviews. They've got a bike review as well that was just put out just after mine with a lad called BteccBikerr, who films in the same streets that I do. Basically, he lives local to me, and yeah. So if you watch my videos and watch his videos, you'll see a lot of the same streets. So yeah, go check both of those guys out. Thinking of doing a giveaway soon as well, because I'll speak about it in another video. But I've seen something on another YouTube channel that I'll give a shout. I've already done my I've done two shout outs today, so I'll save this for another video. But yeah, saw something on another video that was an absolutely quality bit of kit, and I'm considering doing the same, but I don't do it straight away, so it doesn't look like I'm copying when I am. You know, but plagiarism is never nice. So yeah, so that's what's been going on. I'm really sorry. I'm hoping this is the end of it. You know, my new job, I'm all settled in now. It gives me time to record more videos, I think, in the day, and you know, so hopefully going forward there shouldn't be any issues, and that's the plan anyway. So yeah, until then, thank you very much for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you're new here, please, yeah, subscribe. It'd be great. Drop me a comment, hit me up on the socials. Good or bad, it's all welcome and helps me grow. Until then, I will see you in the next one.